Hey, quick update. Our kitchen, everything is stripped out now. Down to the bare walls. Don jacked up the side of the house, replaced studs where they had been cut or termite damaged. The previous owners put in this window and they cut 2 studs to do it. So he had to fix that. And we're taking this window out. We also put in a new door. The last homeowners also, when they cut and put in the door that they did, they cut the header there. So there was no header there either. So Don put in the header. And, well, it's all been resupported. Also, I think up there is where, I don't know, he had to jack up the whole thing. Maybe just for the studs. But anyway. We're going to take that window out. We have a new window to put in there that's shorter. So it's above the counter. We have a big hole in the floor where there used to be a chimney for the kitchen. We're using it right now as a scuddy hole so Don could get in there and fix the floor joists, which he did today. And now the floor is level in the kitchen and solid as a rock. And we're going to leave the scuddy hole open until we completely lay out where our sink and all the things are so we can get in there and finish the plumbing. So the plumbing's done. It's just not scabbed into where you're going to put it for its original, where it's going to end up, where the sink will end up, or the, all that stuff. What else have we done? We ripped out the ceiling. We also ripped out this there was a faux wall here in the dining room covering up the original wall. So the previous homeowners did this. This was something that they did recently, like last 8 years. They made a faux wall so they didn't have to deal with, so they took the window out, in other words. They took this window out because of damage. Well, they didn't want to fix the wall, so they just built a faux wall in front of it and covered it up. So we had to take all that down. So it was like 3 layers. It was just a lot. It was a lot to get it off. And, so there's a little bit of damage here, but we're going to work on that. The weird thing is there's bullet holes, and we found the lead, the bullet lead. So somebody had a target probably sitting, on the side of the house maybe. I don't know. Or they were shooting this whole side of the house, like the windows. I don't know. But they stuck bottles in front of it and was shooting them. Something. There's something that was happening here. And that's all bullet damage. For real. Bullet damage. It's crazy. Look at that. Bullet damage. So, we have this window right here that we're going to put here, most likely, because we need a shorter window here, so for the counter. So that's just going to be an extra window. We'll probably end up putting it over here where it belonged. That was probably the original back door. And we found some crazy wires all of it has been exposed. Look at this. Look at this. Will you look at this? It was chewed by rats too. So that's like the next big thing. Replacing all the wiring, which we already have done a lot of wiring. And look, found more things in the ceiling floor. Bush light. That's not even that old. I don't know how they got there. I mean, it's old enough, I guess. Anyway. What else? Door installed. Floor joists in the kitchen repaired and replaced. Wall jacked up and new studs put in to support the wall. What else did we do? Don's done a lot of wiring, and it doesn't really look like it yet because there's a lot to be done still, but lots of wiring. And oh yeah, they built this faux wall in front of here, and they just decided while they were going to build the faux wall, the reason the floor piece is missing right here is because they had a 2x4 here to build their faux wall, and they just decided to cover up the air conditioner vent. They didn't need it. Why need it? Just let it condensate. That's probably why that wall looks like that. Maybe not because of the window. I don't know. But you can only imagine cold air blowing and condensating. It was doing the same thing in the bathroom. They did the same thing. They covered the whole bathroom floor with tile. And they said, we don't need this stinking duct. Let's just abandon it and let it blow wherever. I don't know. Who cares? Same thing with the outlet. They just left it in the wall. So we don't need that. And I guess that's it today that we found and did. It's been a lot. It's been a whole lot. And it's not just today. This has been 2 days worth of projects. So we're kicking it. Peace.